Nathan, you need a new hardware now.
Because I like health. Health and I don't get along apparently.
Wait, who?
Said health.
Nope. Those enemies almost look like some kind of parasitic Metroid. Like, okay, Metroids are already parasites, but like
the Metroid.
It looks like there's a parasite coming out of a Metroid.
Is it that weird fan-made game maker, really bad put-together game where apparently somehow Metroids could get infected by the X?
Oh wow, nice.
Don't go.
I hear.
Who can it be ringing up my phone?
Oh, okay, that explains that. Maybe there's something in here I can do.
Just drop a power bomb.
That won't show me the crumble box.
But it will reveal the entrance.
I had Java kill my computer once because of a problem like that, and I don't know how Java has to do with hardware, but it blue screened me.
Java is poorly programmed.
I got a hardware problem blue screen because of Java initializing something, which that shouldn't happen.
Well, that worked. 10 out of 10.
Never found a Java, honestly.
I mean, in a way, we were both right, MSD.
Not wrong.
I love how the transitions only... Why do only certain colors fade out?
So instead of blanking out the entire screen on door transition, if you were to blank out the entire color, the player would have no reference as to when they're going to go to the next room, because the door would be visible. You would just kind of pop into the next room suddenly.
It's just a missile there anyway.
In Zero Mission, they don't use palette-based tiles. They actually load... During door transitions, they load a picture of a door tube from the generic graphics file, I guess you could say it, and it loads that image along with the transition that's supposed to happen. So if it's like a left-right transition, it just loads which transition is supposed to happen. And if you watch the transition happen slowly, you'll notice the actual room fades out, but the door, or at least the door's graphics, fade in.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's just the wrong type of pickup.
If you actually do the transition, but it has a door, but use it as still a hatch transition, you'll see how the entire animation works. It just fades in a hatch and fades it back out once the transition's over.
Right.
Save this mission.
I will be back real quickly.
I do like the save stations in this.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm crossing that. Actually, look. There's a way to ceiling crawl, isn't there? But not like that. Those are super blocks. Yep, of course.
I've been wondering why I feel unnaturally warm. Then I saw myself in the mirror, and turns out I'm mildly sunburnt.
Yikes.
That can do it.
Aren't you always sunburned?
No.
Oh, that's what happens when you work in Walmart. You get that minimum wage.
I'm not actually. I actually make them. This is totally sad, but Walmart's the highest paying job in town, and it's not minimum wage.
Really?
Rose's pays minimum wage. Walmart pays 11 an hour. And since I was actually employed at the time of the across the board raise, I actually make 11.22. Yay, 2% raise.
Hey.
Nice.
Hey, you're doing well, Nathan, actually. Well done.
Looks like a little Cthulhu crab.
Well, here's the thing. If you want the truth of how much my job pays, I make as much as a manager at Rose's.
Huh.
What is Roses?
Rose's pays very low.
No, I don't know what a Roses is.
It's a store that's, I'm guessing, pretty much just exclusive to this area.
Probably.
Keep going. I need you to break the thing over there.
You know, I used to think those things that the regular sprite from Super, I used to think that their claws were part of their head, so they had like a dopey looking head. Now I realize they just have two little eyes and they have big claws. But I used to think they had like a dopey looking head. And they don't like to be kicked around. Speed boost into them and they will attack you.
Oh, the snails. Yeah. They're nasty little boogers. And some hacks that take up to like...
In Super, they attack you if you kick them at a high speed, and in Fusion, they attack regardless.
Yeah. And some hacks that take like full energy if you're not careful.
Yeah, because people are too lazy to adjust their damage values.
Nice.
Doesn't even look like I can go across anyway.
We have an actual dollar store. We have Dollar Tree.
We have dogs.
Got those here too.
Dollar Tree's actually doing pretty good. They've expanded to Canada and Europe.
Hmm.
Or Mexico.
Europe or
And that-
Mexico.
and that- And
Hey.
that is not Europe.
Basically the same thing.
Hey, don't talk about my heritage like that!
Yeah, well, this looks
No, it's-
interesting.
I mean... Yeah. Never mind.
Oh.
Ooh, floor stucking.
Floor stucking?
Well,
It's a missile.
he was stuck in the floor, so floor stucking.
This is not what I'm looking for.
Are we just going on like a super missile safari now or something?
We're going on any progression safari.
Yeah, we're going on where the hell do I go?
Like me playing A Link to the Past for the first time. It's like after like the first 3 dungeons you get no direction, it's like crap, where do I go
The
now?
old man tells you where to go.
At least that's enjoyable. I'm sure wandering around aimlessly, constantly fighting missiles in huge open rooms is not nearly as enjoyable.
Yeah.
Speed boost stuff, wasn't it?
Missile.
Speed.
Or not.
Well, I don't know what time it is for you, but I'm looking at my clock and it says 6:01, so...
Well, I'm sure there's
Yep.
progression
Yep.
messages you have to go to, but I was
Similar time.
I'm sure there's progression messages you can read to see where to go, but I was 6. I didn't really want to read.
Hmm. Mine says 502.
Yeah,
502.
6:02.
It is 5:02 here. I am Central Time Zone.
Central.
Why is everybody else in the Eastern Time Zone?
The
Why
Eastern time
is
zone
everyone
the
just
only good time zone?
is
No,
everyone just hugging the coast?
dude, I'm in
Nope.
Illinois.
Yes.
Nowhere near the coast.
Not really.
I live in
Yeah, I'm
Chicago.
not.
You live in
I'm
Chicago?
like
Yeah.
1, 2, 3
Well, in
states away
Canada, I
from
guess
us.
they sort of hug their border. Everybody's squished against the top of the United States instead of being spread out because Canada's cold.
Yeah.
I miss being in Wisconsin.
Well, the New England area can get
I
pretty
love
cold
the
too.
Same here.
I just muted my computer, so I had no idea what anyone said.
The New
No,
I was saying that the New England area can get pretty cold. In fact, back in '96 and '98, we had two pretty severe ice storms. The ice storm of '98, every blade of grass had an inch or so of ice on
Were
it.
you,
That is
I wasn't alive. Were you alive during the '93 blizzard?
Yes.
Yeah,
I said '98.
I was
Also
alive.
yes.
Well, I was just saying, were you alive during the superstorm of '93? Because
Yeah.
I wasn't.
No.
I was a year old.
I do remember my mother has pictures of the ice storm of '98 where the trees were completely blue and bent over. They weren't broken, but they were severely bent.
I was 2 months old during Hurricane Opal.
I was 2 months old during Hurricane Andrew.
I wasn't alive during Andrew.
Oh, you just a lot random.
I was, that was 2004. I was 9 during Ivan.
That's a powerbomb gate. How do I get there?
And recently I was 22 during
Oh,
Hurricane Michael,
Mm.
which made landfall here, but it wasn't really, it was like subtropical instead of actually a hurricane.
Yeah.
Wait, no, that was, Nathaniel was the subtropical. Michael was like category 3 when it hit. It was Nate, not Nathaniel. Nathaniel's my real name.
I would
Knew
never
it.
have guessed.
Nathaniel technology.
I made that username when I was 12.
I just got that and I'm embarrassed to say that, but that took way too long.
I made that username when I was 12 and I just kept it.
Hey, whatever works, dude.
Of course, that's the super thing.
super.
Oh, this was the snail.
It was 2006 when I was 12, so it would still be a year before I discovered YouTube.
I was 14, 06. That's when I started high school.
I discovered YouTube through the Metroid database of all places.
Wow, Nathan's so slow.
Man, I don't even know how I discovered YouTube.
The first video I ever watched on YouTube, I'm sorry, was part of a Zero Mission walkthrough.
Wow. I don't remember the first video.
Imagine looking up a walkthrough for Zero Mission.
I was on Metroid Zero Mission's page in the database. I didn't even really look up the walkthrough.
First YouTube video I watched was a full gameplay of the original. I wanted to see the ending.
Could have just beat the thing.
Samus is a girl?
No, I already knew about that. I wanted to see how
That is a very nice background.
the mother
I like the background in this place.
I wish it was Parallax.
I wish it was animated.
That would
Like
Because it
Parallax
kind of looks like there could be some animation there.
Parallax and like waterfalls, I know. Parallax and animated would make that like the best background forever.
Beautiful.
Someone get a message to TROM.
Combine MSC solo series and trauma hack.
No.
The So Little hacks are like the weird series of Metroid hacks. They work.
about
They're
them?
not technically broken, but they're still the
you've
weird
not
series.
played Angry So
No, they're
Well, okay. Angry So Little Dread is an exception. That's like hilariously broken. But other than that, never mind. So Little Garden has the sun that I still hate.
No, that's
Actually, you know
SLC.
what? I want to stream Solo.
Oh, So Little Collab.
Though
yeah.
So Little Garden does have a broken mini-map. Or pause map, I should say.
Yeah.
So Little Collab has that stupid sun. It's supposed to do the thing it does in Super Mario Bros. 3, but it doesn't. The thing hones in on you, and you can't avoid it.
Yes, you
Oh,
can.
that thing.
You can't.
You can. You just need
You're
to
all
not.
just bad
That thing sucks.
because you're not grappling the sun.
Okay. Crash was a little special, but I like how he hid the Namahaze in these. Or what are these ones?
Zebos.
I love
What
Metroid
is
enemy
this thing
names.
on-
They're so weird and out of place.
Yeah. And
I think they just can like translate things to Spanish and spell them backwards.
Okay.
Like, where do you get the name Zila, Deskiga, and B-Tom?
Where don't you get those names from?
Well,
It's
you
like-
get B-Tom by being Tom.
Why BB?
But yeah, I think they may like translate them to Spanish or German and then just spell them backward and see what they get.
Well,
My name backwards is just the same name except you switch the HT and it becomes Natan. Nathan. Nathan. When my sister was 3, that's how she said my name, Nathan. Because toddlers can't do TH yet. Or it was like my stepsister who called me Nathan until she was 10.
Beautiful thing.
now
I
these
take
spikes
it
are
she
spitting
didn't-
pollen at me.
You didn't like nicknames?
Nathan's my nickname, Nathaniel's my real name.
Oh, sorry. I'm a bit tired doing that. Sorry.
I also get called Nate and Nate Dog for some reason. I still don't know where that came from.
Night dog. I like it.
Because you used to eat bark.
That's a good idea. He's gonna
Nate
call you
Dog.
Nate Dog from now on.
Night
Oh,
dog.
lock
I
doors.
like it.
There's also Nate the Great, but that's a children's book series.
Night dog is superior.
Hi. Please stop killing me.
Ooh, big side hoppers.
Spide hoppers.
Spide hoppers, yes. That is the wrong charge animation.
Yes.
Interesting.
We're gonna have a superconductor pointed at you full blast for the duration of this test. Gonna be honest with you, we're throwing science at the wall here to see what sticks. No idea what it'll do. Best case scenario, you might get some superpowers. Worst case, some tumors, which we'll cut out.
I don't feel like
Gotta
dying.
love Cave Johnson.
Don't die, MST.
Oh, it refills. Nature is
Nature is not a half-pack. I'm lost.
pretty much is.
How am I lost?
So you're bad at half hacks?
I thought half-hack didn't rearrange the rooms.
I'm lost in Norfair right now. That's not supposed to happen. I actually got really... I mean, I guess I could use the mini-map, but for Nestroid, I actually got genuinely lost in Norfair because that was before I knew the map layout.
They set up a power bubble.
I did not know how to get back to the elevator.
A heck of a time. being
I
at
spent
Kraid.
like 3 hours wandering around Norfair before I finally found the elevator again.
First trip through Kraid is always special.
Yeah.
The upper right corner, which serves no purpose at all.
Not just that, but thinking you found the actual Kraid as well.
Oh, that's the fake Kraid.
Yeah. And then the shot block shaft.
That's where I got stuck. Because younger me didn't have the timing.
Zero Mission fixed a lot of things about Kraid because half of Kraid is totally useless.
Yeah.
This sounds like pre-Kraid music.
Oh, there you go.
Ooh, red
First
star.
major boss? Oh, buddy.
I know, it's only been...
4 hours.
Oh no, it's boss coming up music. Never mind. I thought I
almost 5 hours.
I have the thing muted because I don't want to be listening back to myself.
Yeah. I'm with you there.
Drown out the stupid.
Speaking of stupid, bye pirate. What? Be shot? What? Oh, it is Kraid.
What is this explosion hitting me? I don't understand.
That, you didn't even
All
say.
right,
That's
so
just, like,
so
sudden
that's
Kraid.
on what's after Kraid. I'm gonna guess speed booster because grapple makes too much sense. I guess you
That's
can
like,
just
I'm gonna say
blow up.
something missiles.
Kraid. What? That pallet is something else. Holy cow, it's hard
Oh
Kraid.
my goodness. That single platform.
Ooh. Anyone got a death count ready?
Yep, and the wall is spikes.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
is this gonna be like a Super Zero mission Kraid boss fight where you have to freeze the...
I'm gonna pull up Windows 2000. That's where I have
You
it.
can freeze the things.
If
you
you've
freeze
seen
the
any,
claw platforms.
if you've seen
This
any of Saffron's
is-
streams,
nope.
I actually made a death counter for him.
Nope.
Oh.
Okay,
I remember
so
that
I
stream.
guess first take
That is a
bets
bold
on
stream.
how soon I'll die. Because at this rate, it's gonna be pretty quick.
I mean, he might still be a weak Kraid. It's just the room is absolute nightmare to navigate.
When isn't it?
In Zero Mission, you
Wow,
can't just
10
shoot
out of
Kraid and make
10.
him open his mouth. You have to actually hit him with a missile, so he's like, "Eh, you hit me with a missile."
Yeah.
Stop shooting your stupid belly lint at me.
Belly button. Kraid is a big, gross lizard thing.
Stop running into me.
He
Stop bullying.
shoots stuff out of his body, and that's not usually supposed to happen. At least not from that section.
From the belly button.
Wow, he is still a weakling. Okay.
Well, good. Alright, good. Fix the
You
fix.
have any water? If you
Oh,
watch Game
oh,
Grumps.
does Kraid not give me anything?
Good.
Oh, that's the
Your
So,
reward is
Oh, wait.
crapola you.
Oh, there is something here. He just... What?
He spiked everything.
I just got back. How would everything go? No super missiles, I
Hey, have you
see.
tried charge beam on those things yet?
Yeah, I tried it before.
Okay.
Nathan, what are you doing?
Slow clap for the roadblock.
What a pain.
What?
Well, this has gotten somewhere, so...
I have beat a boss and gotten nothing for it.
Wow.
But I beat a boss.
Wow, achievement.
Something.
Your winner.
A wiener.
You just get a big, across the screen, really big, your winner. I mean, it's an old meme, but still, it's funny.
You get a gold star because you tried.
Okay, well... That was.
If you need an
Hey,
example
boss.
of a rushed game, just buy what's it called? Rally something?
Truck rally racing.
Anyway, it's incredibly rushed, and you get absolutely nothing if you win the race because the other trucks stop before the finish line, so you always win.
Yeah, you can actually go
And
backwards.
there's the infinite reverse bug. So if you go in reverse, it's just infinite speed.
I'm pretty sure you're talking about big rigs over the road.
Big rigs
racing.
over the road racing. Yep. It is the most broken rushed game ever.
Didn't they
Your winner.
You're always winner.
Maybe Kraid opened a door. I take it back.
I always say when
Kraid
one
did no
door
such thing.
when one door closes, another one opens. No, it doesn't.
Oh, this is.
I love it in shows when a character says that and another person goes, "Since when have you ever said that?"
I also feel like that was mentioned in I feel like that was also a line in The Big Bang Theory. For the small amounts of us who actually watch the show.
I caught glimpses of it when it was still going.
I'm watching still season 3.
All right.
By the end of this series, some of those actors were the highest paid ever. Kaylee Kuko had like a $3.8 million salary.
Wow.
So that let me get out.
Nice.
Thanks for that, Kraid.
Bless you. Pirate.
Okay. So. Hi, key hunters. What the heck? Okay. Oh, I'm just gonna pop out the floor here.
Your planes.
Oh, maybe Kraid opened this. No, he didn't. It's that lock thing. Or did he?
We'll see.
If I live, we'll see. Did this open up with Kraid?
Oh, yes.
Door locked behind me now, huh?
Oh boy. Suspense, dude.
Oh boy.
Energy fill.
Watch it be Phantoon.
Suddenly the boss rush to get super missiles. Well, that was...
Well, in a way, it actually keeps Phantoon from playing the death move on you. Which he only does if you're shooting with super missile.
Get me! Get me! Yes! Okay, okay.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Finally.
You know, grapple actually seems
We
like
got
a
a grapple.
pretty common award for Kraid.
And there have been a number of grapple crumble blocks.
Yes, this does actually... Wow, that dude was disobeying science. Okay. Physics, whatever they're called.
Sun is running in the sky.
Okay, I'm back.
Hey.
We found grapple.
We found grapple.
Yay!
Welcome back.
Oh! You're flying. Whee!
I guess that was it.
I like how you're running in midair.
Yeah.
I like that.
Grapple is amazing.